Hey, oh, my camera, I will move it up. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and bots and everyone. Welcome to this stream. Today we have news. We have news about Inspired. Inspired was one of the Dominoes this off-season, but the Dominoes fell, and Inspired has chosen his team. Les fans Vita, little note for the French people in chat. J'ai des updates pour vous. Également, pas quelque chose de big. I also have a news about another Polish player that I will reveal during this stream. But before that, let's first talk about other news since my last English stream and talk about other updates. We'll go over it not too long. So it's official. Fearless Draft is coming back next year. Riot Games have announced it. Do you guys think it's W or not W? I think it's pretty good. I think Fearless Draft is not perfect, but it's official. W. Oh, see. Oh, you guys just want to agree with me, so I'm in good mood, right? But I appreciate it. No, I think Fearless Draft coming back is good. Domingo is the new Arthur. I see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a success, and it's nice. It's been nice during this World Championship. I was afraid that, I like it when players have like a signature champ and they are super good at it. But I feel like we still have some of that, like Scumond with Mundo maybe. But it's nice that we get more diversity. Anyways, in other news, we also have confirmed that Worlds is going back to North America. In Texas, and if you didn't see it, the other big news in that is that First Stand will be a bigger tournament next year. There will be 8 teams instead of 5 because Brazil comes as a region, and LPL and LCK will have 2 more teams. In my opinion, that's also a W. I like that there are more teams. I would have liked, that LEC can also have 2 teams, so it's like not so big of a W, but overall, I like that First Stand has more teams. 2 AM games, yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, that's not ideal. Nothing in Europe this year, yeah, but in 2027 we will have something in Europe. Other than that, Sentinels have started this off-season. What I mean by this is they have been very quiet, Sentinels, the entire off-season, but 2 days ago some people started sending me messages, hey Wooloo, Sentinels have reached out to us asking for some players. Oh, I got a message from Sentinels. So they are now building the roster. I don't know yet if it will be a good roster, if they will invest a lot of money. But I think that will be the most interesting info to come in the next few days, in my opinion, for Sentinels specifically. Because, I mean, I hope they spend a lot, because I believe that's how you can have fans come from one esports to the other, like Sentinels fans, if they hear, oh wow, Sentinels is winning in League and they are dominating NA and they are coming, by storm, they will want to watch it, so I hope they will spend, but that's not guaranteed, and they may have lost already the biggest free agent on the market because Inspired will not join Sentinels. Also, this is W news, you guys. If you say L, you are banned. Faker stands for women in gaming, in esports. Good news. Other news. Okay, this is not really League of Legends related, but I'm a Pokemon fan too, and when it comes to Pokemon Unite, so okay, I think that's a W too. A lot of W news today. So small recap of off-season. Bipo will not be on Flyquest next year. Still exploring now, even today, options in Europe and NA. Losamouille, exactement. Mainter, as a reminder, is joining Navi. He just won EMEA Masters, probably one of the best top laners in ERLs. He's coming into LEC, it will be very fun to watch. He's a Ukrainian top laner, Navi is a Ukrainian organization, it makes sense. Well, with this news, however, Adam will likely not be in LEC. Maybe in LCS, let's see, but Navi was the likeliest option for Adam in LEC. So if he's not in Navi, it's pretty unlikely now that he will be in LEC. So guys, if you didn't see this news, well, congratulations, because that means you are not addicted to social media, and that's a very good thing. And I am here for you to tell you that Rupert is joining KC in LEC. But even bigger news, KC also got Buzio. They stole one of the biggest NA talents. Oh, thank you for the sub. If that's W or not, I guess it depends. I guess for Europe, that's a big W. For North America, that's a very, very big loss. And I hope Riot Games notices it and starts, investing more in NA. I mean, there is also a news that's like both good and bad. But I heard that Riot Games have realized that Tier 2 is super important for League of Legends. I mean, they probably knew before, but I heard that they want to invest more in Tier 2. And indeed, the sad thing about Buzio leaving is also there's not so many, rookies, or there's not a big pool of players. There are good players in NA, even outside of LCS, but there's not so many, And if you start losing all the best talents like Yukino even before they get in LCS to Europe, it kind of sucks. But I heard Riot Games want to invest more in Tier 2. The reason is like not a super good news. It's because Riot Games will get a lot more into betting sponsorships, and they will use some of that money to invest in Tier 2. And I know this has been announced, so maybe it's just PR. But I did hear that, like, also behind the scenes, that's something they want to do. So it's both good and bad. I understand everyone's position on this one. But yeah, I got a bit off topic because it reminded me of that. But Buzio is coming to KC. He will count as an EU resident because he does have a Polish passport. And that means KC can still import a mid laner, which they will do. It will be a Korean mid laner. There are no plans to have an EU mid laner for KC. Other than that, Parus. So yesterday I ate Turkish food. Today is Polish food, but yesterday it was Turkish food. Parus is joining Navi in LEC. The Dominoes are starting to fall. Buzio went to KC. Parus was one of the lower options for KC. If KC did not get Buzio, they would keep Targamas. So Parus was really low chance on the list. But Parus also had talks with Fnatic. Actually, he was not a priority in Fnatic. Be careful. I need to be careful with my wording. But Parus was not a top priority for KC nor Fnatic. But there have been some discussions, and there have been other options. There was LYON, Trymbi, Career with a Korean support. But Parus was not the number one option for Navi all of season. They actually sent an offer to Parus super early in off season, but it was blocked because Parus wanted to see if he could join a better team. So yeah, he only accepted it very recently. Likewise, the Dominoes in mid lane are falling a little bit because Serin joined Team Heretics. As a reminder, Team Heretics was one of the teams, interested in Vladi. Here I wrote it too, Team Heretics, they considered Setab, Fisher, Bobby, Feisty, Vladi, Sekolat. Now, some of you might ask me, why is Serin joining Team Heretics? Why are so many players moving when Vladi still did not sign with a team yet? The reason is some teams like Team Heretics, they have realized that they are very unlikely to get Vladi, that it may be too expensive as well. So a lot of teams have dropped out of the competition for Vladi. So Team Heretics is one of those teams. So Team Heretics, where is Team Heretics? Team Heretics, they have dropped out. They have Serin, so that's obvious. Giant X have not really dropped out because they only asked for the buyout to KC. but they will not have Vladdy. Jackis is most likely staying in Giant X. We also have Navi, and this is the more recent news. Vladdy will not go to Navi either. Vladdy's final choice is between Vitality and Fnatic, who are like his two main options right now. So it will be one of Vitality and Fnatic. It will be one of those two that Vladdy will join. I see some people asking Clone9. From what I know, Clone9 have asked about Vladdy, but they don't want to pay a buyout, so I don't think that's happening. At least I know that Vladdy's final choice will be Fnatic or Vitality. And it's not, okay, Vladdy, it's not just depending on Vladdy's choice. I believe that Vladdy has already his preferred team, but then you also need to agree on the buyout with KC, which is why also it's taking time, which is another reason it's taking time. So we'll have to see, but Vitality fans and Fnatic fans, I welcome you to fight each other, but kindly, you know, as friends, to decide who Vladdy will join, but it will be one of those two teams. Lâcher la thune. Yeah, Casey will try to have money for him. So that will also take time. That will also take time. And I think that's it for the news I had. I think that's my recap. So that means we can talk about Inspired. So let me open my favorite app. And now, guys, it's time. I will reveal the first info for today. And as a reminder, we have two infos today, and they are both about Polish players. So you can forget the French baguettes. Today, we talk about pierogi, and we have a lot of news at the moment about Polish players. Dark mode. What? You want dark mode? Dark mode? Okay. Okay, now you guys can be edgy. We are all dark. Okay. Let's go. Thank you. No problem. You guys always first. You have always the choice. If you want, I can even do pink. I can do any color. But it's time to draw. And if I draw very well, you will guess very quickly what my move is. Okay. Oh, no. What? You guys don't recognize him? What am I doing wrong? Okay, it's catastrophic. How can I make it more obvious? Wait 1 second, I need to think. How can I make it more obvious? Okay, I guess my glasses are not good. Yeah, the glasses are not good. And then a little bit of hair. Okay. Okay, I need to, instead of testing my drawing skills, guys, we are going to test your basic knowledge of League of Legends, because apparently my drawing is not working. Okay. Okay, now if it's not obvious, then it's on you. You know, now it's on you. Okay, and this player is joining. I think that's the hardest logo I've ever drawn. Arrête de dessiner. Okay, wait. No, you will recognize it. Look. Wait, I made... That's not what I intended to... Okay. Ton logo. No, my cam is too small. Wait. Okay, guys. Many of you have guessed it. I have more information to add. Okay. Well, as you can all see from my magnificent drawing, Inspired next year has chosen his team, and it will not be Team Liquid. It will not be Flyquest. Flyquest is joining LYON Gaming next year. He's joining, they renamed to LYON, but LYON have acquired Inspired, which would be unexpected a few weeks ago, and even probably now, to be honest. But I did tell you guys, Inspired had to choose between 3 main options. The first one was resigning with Flyquest, Team Liquid, and LYON. All 3 of those teams did send Inspired an offer, but Inspired has picked the offer of LYON, and he will join the Mexican team into LCS next year. Kinda crazy, to be honest. The reason I'm like not the most surprised is because like in the past week, I heard that LYON sent a massive offer to Inspired, the biggest one out of all 3 teams. And yeah, Inspired has accepted this offer. Now, does that mean Inspired wants to play for money? That's not what I'm saying, because LYON is also making... Oh, thank you for the article. Wait, I will click. LYON is aiming to make a good roster around Inspired. You know, when you have like literally the biggest domino of the off-season in LCS, you can easily get other strong players on your roster. And yes, LYON having mid lane Saint, you know, Saint, the Korean mid laner, he's pretty good. He's pretty good, apparently. In ADC, they still target some high-profile names from South Korea, so they will most likely, very likely, import into ADC position. And honestly, there are quite interesting names, really interesting names for ADC. One of the names you guys have guessed it already in the chat. You guys have found one of the names in the chat. In mid lane, it's Saint. In support, it's to be determined, but it will not be an import. In jungle, you have Inspired. And in top lane, you could have Zamudo maybe, it's to be decided, or maybe a player that will have an impact, but that's still to be determined for the top lane. But it can be a pretty strong roster. But for now, only jungle and mid lane have been secured on the roster. Okay, so do we like this roster change, guys? What should I vote? What should I vote? What should I vote? Do we like it? Yes, no? Yes, no? 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 Why not? Would you prefer Flyquest or Team Liquid? Okay, guys, now it's time to make your essay of 50 words. Like, why is this a bad choice? Team Liquid? Which team? Team Liquid? Team Liquid? EU? EU? EU would be nice. No. Okay. I'm excited for all news, to be honest, because for me, any news is news, right? And I'm happy to share it. But I agree, EU would be cool for European fans, but I was not expecting it, because again, EU teams who are looking for a jungler cannot compete with the offers of Flyquest, Team Liquid, and LYON. It was really not on the same level. Pubud, oh wait. I am sad that Inspired is soft play, but W LYON. Oh, thank you for the sub. Roar like a lion during the ad, please. O3, if I do it now, nobody will hear. But I don't know the lion sound. It's like, no, maybe if I get a sub goal, you know. I've done enough animal sounds in the past few days. Fnatic is gonna be a mess next year. Oh wait, we'll talk a bit about Fnatic. Oh, thank you for the sub. Okay, so guys, I was saying, I think that I would love Inspired in Europe, but again, the teams who needed a jungler cannot compete with Team Liquid, Flyquest, and LYON. And the reason I say this is because I've said this before, and I see on Reddit people saying, oh, LCS teams have more money than EU teams. This is not true. G2, KC, Koi, they spend a lot of money, but they don't need a jungler. So the offers for Inspired were more interesting in North America. Inspired did try to ask those teams, hey, can I join you? And they told, no, we have a jungler. So it doesn't mean he didn't want to come back to Europe. In fact, the teams who needed a jungler in Europe would love to take Inspired, you know, all of them, but they couldn't compete with the offers he had from Team Liquid, you know. The thing is, the top teams in NA, they need a jungler. So that's what made the difference. If you were on an off-season where all teams were like completely resetting roster, Inspired would probably have more offers in Europe, and he would probably even choose a European offer, I believe, from what I heard. So now, what I can tell you is that the offer he accepted is very big, and it's likely that Inspired next year. Wait, where is the Where did I write it? Yeah, it's likely that he will be the highest paid player in LCS next year. Now, the reason I say it's likely is because right now, many teams still need to sign players. So I cannot tell you he will be the highest paid because, you know, maybe tomorrow Sentinels, they offer 1 million to I don't know, to Yukino, or LYON, they offer 2 million to Targamas, or Flyquest, they offer 3 million to I don't know, to Second. But what I mean is, as of now, it should be the highest salary in LCS next year. It should be the highest salary in LCS next year. Oh non. Et les Français, vous jouez à quoi là? Saken. Saken. Guys. The French people are making propaganda in chat. So I will give them one thing so they will calm down. Les gars, j'ai une petite info pour vous et vous me laissez parler aux fans mexicains. Saken a un tryout en LFL. Voilà, je vous le dis, vous pouvez crier. Mais ça veut pas dire qu'il sera en LFL, attention, ça veut pas dire qu'il sera en LFL, ça veut pas dire. Mais Saken a un tryout en LFL. Voilà. Mais attention, je dis pas qu'il sera en LFL, parce que beaucoup d'équipes LFL testent beaucoup de monde. Voilà. Ok, guys. So I was saying for European fans, it would be nice. Maybe for LCS, it would be nicer if Inspired is on Flyquest or Team Liquid, because LYON, they don't have yet this international experience, right? They're a new team in LCS, and maybe that's what's worrying me a little bit, is that you would rather have your top tier players on like an organization that's already proven in the league and, you know, has competed at Worlds. Now, it doesn't mean they cannot do it, because LYON still need to get a head coach. They are on the coaching market, and they will have a coach that has experience with that, most likely. And they will have other players who have played potentially at an international level. But I understand, you know, it can be more reassuring to have you know, your top tier player on organizations that have more history internationally, like Team Liquid or Flyquest. Now, the positive thing is that Inspired joining LYON will give a Mexican organization a lot of visibility, and I believe Mexican fans, you know, will maybe push up a little bit the viewership and the hype around LCS. So maybe that's a good thing. But also, Team Liquid and Flyquest are still on the market for a jungler, so they can still make a really strong roster. We know it. Flyquest, for example, they are interested by Yukino. Other LCS teams are also interested by Yukino. Team Liquid, they are looking at junglers from Korea. Flyquest, I also look at Tattoo. From Brazil. According to my chat, Tattoo is better, so maybe he's more likely. But there's a lot of other players that are possible as well. So it remains to be seen. But overall, I will vote no, because I think it would be better for LCS if Inspired was on another team. But I respect a lot LYON for this signing. Good job to them. And I understand Inspired's choice. Maybe it will be the strongest team. So we'll have to see. But it will be fun to watch next year which teams will stand out and if Inspired will make the difference on LYON. I see that 60% of you, wait, maybe it's not up to date. Okay, 60% of you do not like this change, but 40% of you do like this change. Interesting. Team Liquid Bippo. Team Liquid have one import spot left because they got Creed in mid lane, so it remains to be seen if they want Bippo. Inspired is ending his career. I wouldn't say that. He will be on a strong roster. He will be on a strong roster. Creed isn't an import? No, he's an import. Creed is an import. He got his screen card? He's an import. No, he's an import. I mean, if he got the green card, I missed the news. He is okay. Rip career. What's the chance of Yukino go to fly? It's hard to say. Impossible to say, honestly. Probably Flyquest don't know, Casey don't know, Yukino doesn't know, so I would never be able to tell you. 0%. Mid Casey, no, not yet. Okay. Another big news for LCS will be to see who Cloud9 is getting in mid lane. So now we have the jungle domino that fell down with Inspired. Now the other teams will have to find a jungler. Other moves should follow soon as well, because a lot of players were waiting to see where Inspired is going, because they wanted to be with Inspired on the roster. So it could impact some other moves, but Cloud9 is completely unrelated, because Loki leaving Cloud9 is not expected. We know that teams like KC, they asked for Loki. Cloud9 was not interested, but yeah, Loki had to go back home for personal reasons. So I hope he will be okay with that. But now Cloud9 also need a new mid laner, and that will be interesting to follow. They have looked at a wide cast of possible mid laners so far, from Korea. Low chance from Europe. Low chance that it will be a player from Europe. No, it will not be Vladi. No C9 Vladi. Vladi pourrait aller à Las Vegas. J'ai pas dit que c'est vrai, hein. J'ai pas dit que c'est vrai, c'est juste que parfois... Moi, je crois pas que c'est vrai, ces rumeurs, hein, mais... Sorry, my chat made me... They said something very bad. No. I was saying Vladi will probably... no, I was saying... You guys are confusing me. Cloud9 will not have a European mid laner, most likely not. And they are also considering NA mid laners. They are... and if Cloud9 will make other changes is still to be determined, but they are still likely keeping most of their players. So that's the info I have for Cloud9. The thing is, Cloud9 are happy with their current players, so they don't need to make changes. They're just a mid lane situation that was not expected. Okay. Well, guys, I told you that I have a second information. Let me think. How can I share it with you guys? I have a second information about a Polish player. There is a Polish player that decided his team. Des mineurs. Role. You guys will have to guess. Okay, let's play a game. Okay. So the news is a team with a 3-letter tag, and the player is We will play a little game, guys. Okay. You will have to be smart for this one. On this challenge, we are going to test how smart my chat is, okay? So I will give you a hint. -2. Wait, you cannot hit the 2. -2. Okay. Okay. Now, you guys choose a letter. Tell me a letter, and the letter I see the most, I will tell you if it's into drawing. Okay? B, 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 T, B, T. I see a lot of B's and a lot of T's, so let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. I see a lot of B and a lot of T's. So let's do. Okay. Okay, the letter is T. No, it's not in it. Not in it. Okay, I will look other letters. B. No, it's not in it. F. F is here. F is here. So as a reminder, you guys have to do -2. No, no, no. Okay, give me more letters. Give me more letters. C. No, not C. A. L. D. Okay, D is here. D we have. D. D. E. E we don't have. U. I think some of you got it. I think some of you got it. It's U. Okay, what's the next one? V. Okay, yeah, it's V. It's V. Who knows the next one? L. E. No. E. There is no E. P. A. A, we have A. Okay, I will give it to you guys because I see it's taking a bit long. Okay, this is the new move. This is the new move. This is the move. So basically what you have to do is you go 2 letters earlier in the alphabet. You go 2 letters before. I'm trolling you guys a bit. So if you go 2 before D, you get B. If you go 2 before F, you got D. And then here you got S. Yeah, I was testing you guys a little bit. So most of you have understood it by now. Wait, I will wait for my camera to fix. Hello, camera. Okay, it's okay. As long as you guys can hear me, it works. It works. As long as you guys can hear me, it works. But it looks like it's you know, how do you call it in English? You know, like when you look through the glass of a car. It looks like I'm in mist, you know. But anyways, you guys can hear me. BDS have a new player for 2026. They have a new player from Poland in the support position, and that new player is indeed Trymbi. Trymbi is joining Team BDS in the LEC next year. This mist is annoying me. Wait. Okay, I fixed it. Hey, you had to see my face, but it worked. It worked. Now you can see me well. See? But the better news is that Trymbi is joining Team BDS, or a bad news, it depends how you see it. Why are some of you saying it's a bad news? Were you hoping another player? Were you hoping Trymbi to go to another team? Explain to me, why is this bad news? Piero, Targamas, Parus, but Parus has a team, he joined Navi. Oh, it's true, BDS changed Parus into Trymbi. That's a good point. That means that, yeah, it was BDS choice not to keep Parus. That's true. Trymbi, Targa or Piero, Targamas or Piero, Targamas, like, you guys prefer Targamas, I see. I mean, Targamas can still find a team for next year. But I have a small news, regarding it. The choice for Team BDS in support came down to 2 players, and Targamas was the other option. Targamas was also considered by Team BDS, but they decided to take Trymbi. But they did consider Targamas for the support position. Now there are a lot of teams on the market still who need a support, guys. So if you want Targamas to find a team, don't worry about it. For Trymbi, this will be a difficult news, maybe for Brazilian fans, because Trymbi, he went to Worlds with Brazil. He had a year in Brazil, you know. Maybe you remember last year, I didn't stream a little dance, Brazil, because Trymbi went to Brazil, and he had a good year there. He did something smart. He signed a 1-year contract, so this has allowed him to come back to LEC. Trymbi has played since 2021 in LEC, and with this off-season, he's coming back after 1 year in the LEC. So yeah, that's a done deal now. VKS, the Brazilian team, have to look for a new support. And I have good news for Loopy Nation. Do we have some Loopy Nation members in the chat? Because now that Trymbi is joining Team BDS, Loopy is likely joining VKS. So it's possible that Loopy Nation returns to Brazil and will do the Brazilian dance and maybe go to Worlds, you know. But at least that's good news for Loopy Nation. He may join the team that Trymbi left. Also, Trymbi was considered by Navi. Small info. Wait, I will open the article. Trymbi returns to Team BDS. Here it is. Yeah, Trymbi was also considered by Navi, but don't get me wrong, Navi have made their choice on Parus. So, you know, it's interesting how different teams have a different priority on supports, because BDS, you know, they wanted Parus, they got him, and Navi, their first choice was Parus. They wanted Parus more than Trymbi. So, very different priorities between Navi and BDS. But because BDS also considered resigning Parus, their jungler, Waf Waf, hello. So, did I forget to say anything? Yeah, Vivo Kid Stars, his Brazilian team, also wanted to keep Trymbi. So he had this option as well. He went to Worlds with them. We've talked about that. And yes, news as well for you guys. What will BDS roster look like next year? Well, I've said it before, Rooster is staying on the team. What I can tell you too is Bukada is likely staying as well. He still has a contract until next year, but it doesn't look like BDS will change him for now. I cannot tell you 100% yet because, you know, maybe one team will come, hey, we want to buy out Bukada. But for now, it looks likely that they keep Bukada. Same thing for mid lane. Nuke is not looking to join another team at the moment. BDS don't seem to be looking for a replacement. So I'm telling you, it's likely that BDS keep Nuke. It's probably even what they aim to do. But again, he was already under contract. It was likely, you know, because of it. But, you know, if an offer comes in last minute, I don't believe so. But he's likely staying. ADC Ice, on the other hand, is going to be a free agent. He doesn't have a contract next year for BDS. And Ice has been talking actually to other LEC teams, but it's not certain that we keep him in LEC. BDS are talking to other players from Korea and from Europe. It remains to be seen who they pick. And in support, we have Trymbi. And in head coach, we have Striker likely staying, still under contract. But I don't have like 100% confirmation yet. In any case, the big topic at the moment for BDS is finding a good ADC. That's the big topic for them. So let's look at the transfer hub. Oh wait, I will first update my sheet. So Trymbi is now locked. Trymbi is now locked in LEC. So that means you only have 2 places left for support. You only have 2 places left. John is likely, okay, what this color means is that he will be in LEC, but his team is not locked completely. So if you look at blue players in blue, there is only one of them that will be in LEC. So between Targamas, Lospa, Fleshy, Piero, Decap, Kaiser, only one of them will be in LEC. I have other news for you. Fleshy. Actually, should I put him in yellow? I was going to say Fleshy is likely staying, but it's not like. Is it 90%? Is it 90%? It's maybe 80, you know. So just in case, I will not put him in color. In ADC, we don't have an update yet. Karzi. I will talk about Vitality just after. Mid lane. No update here. I mean, I think I can put actually Jackie's in orange now. Most likely Noah as well. Lot as well. Actually, that's all it changes because Inspired, I guess I can remove Inspired here. I can remove Inspired. I can say that Nuke. I already put Nuke as locked. Okay. Bukada I can put at 90% locked. And then I think that's all the news. All the updates I needed to add. Oh, thank you guys for the happy birthday. Yeah, today is 1 year that I have Twitch partnership. Remove Yukido. Okay. Let's talk about 2 teams a little bit. We'll talk about the 2 teams who want Vladi. Okay. Fnatic, remove slow Q. No, he still has to LEC close, so slow Q can stay. Fnatic fans, I would love to give you news. You guys are so many asking me for news. I would love to give you news. But you have to be patient this offseason. Fnatic is taking a lot of time this offseason because they want Vladdy and many teams want Vladdy. It's between them, it's between Fnatic and Vitality. There is a good chance you get Vladdy, but you need to discuss the buyout with KC. So it still has to be determined. And what else can I say? You guys have tried to sell Razork. Still didn't happen. Maybe he could stay. Top lane will probably be the last thing to be decided because it will depend on the roster. ADC, upset, still in discussions to resign. It's actually not so certain that upset stays. But it's likely. And support, you need a new support. Mikix is gone. He's joining SK. And there's a few options for support. I've told you, you want June. I said it well. June. John. I made the effort. You guys want June in support, but it's looking difficult. It's looking difficult. I'm not going to lie, it's not so sure. And yeah, you have to be patient for now. June? John? I said it bad? I said it wrong? I haven't said John. No, I did say John. John? I said it wrong? John? Okay. Well, June. Michael Young. June. It's okay, guys. Whatever. June. It's okay. You understand my point. Ce stream est une boucle. Oui, non, mais je vais arrêter de débattre sur le pseudo du yeah. Okay. Let me get some water. I come back in 1 minute to talk about Vitality. After to add. Okay, as a reminder, one issue with Fnatic is they have 4 players under contract, so it's very difficult to make moves. It's difficult, and Vitality have the same issue. Vitality have top lane on contract. I mean, they don't want to change him anyway. Jungle, ADC, and support. So, FR, should I talk in French for Vitality? No, because you guys understand English. No, okay, people are interested. No, okay. English, it's okay, you guys in Indian. No, you guys understand English. It's okay. So, Vitality, same thing as Fnatic. You want Vladdy? If not Vladdy, there's a few different options. Some options who have played in LEC this year. Now, I wanted, guys, an update for Vitality for you, because I told you for so long. So I can tell you, Naknako is staying in top lane. Linsas is staying in jungle for Vitality. He will beat jungler next year. and Karzi and Fleshy are likely staying. They are likely staying. It's very likely staying, but wait. If Vitality do not get Vladi, they will look if they can make other changes. Because Vladi is expensive. Wait, listen. Vladi is expensive. So if you don't get Vladi, you will have more money to make changes. So it can depend on the Vladi move if you can make more changes than mid lane. If that makes sense. So a lot of people saying, haha, Vitality, haha. I have positive news about Vitality also. The reason Vitality cannot make many changes is because they have 4 players under contract, all until next year. But I've heard that Vitality wants to be ambitious and spend in League of Legends, like they do in Valorant. In Valorant, I heard Vitality, they are making, a super team. Vitality and Valorant are making a super team. And by 2027, if they cannot make changes this year because, it's like they're a bit jailing themselves because they have many players under contract, Vitality will look to make big changes in 2027 to make, a strong roster. That's one possibility. But what I mean is Vitality don't give up on League of Legends. The issue is they really have no flexibility this off-season. So the reason I say this is to explain you, like, it's not because they have zero money or they are, don't care. It's just they are so limited by the contracts they have. So, yeah. The roster is likely not changing much. It's likely not changing much. I don't say they will make a super team. No. I'm not saying they will make a super team. No. They are not a G2 or KC level of reach. No. I'm not saying they will make a super team. En quoi c'est une bonne nouvelle? Ah, j'essaie un peu de vous remonter le moral pour ceux qui s'espéraient des changements. C'est ça que je veux dire. Parce qu'en vrai, Vitality didn't have a bad summer split, They beat KC. I thought they had a chance for Worlds. So even if they keep players, their roster is not the worst, Like, I would still put them high on the tier list. Everyone beat KC. Not everyone. Jopa Vitality possible. Karzi is more likely than Jopa. But Jopa has tryouts or interest in other teams. He has interest in other teams. Razork situation, well, he still doesn't have a new team. So Razork could be on another team, or he could stay on Fnatic as a player, or he could stay on Fnatic on the bench. And that's still to be determined. Exaki, guys, it's the same situation. He has interest from LEC teams, but nothing certain. Like Yopa and Exaki situation is kinda the same. Yopa, Exaki, maybe Rin 2 is up there. Like, they are kinda in the same situation. It's like in top lane, like Shelfmade and Pyros, those players, they have this little chance at LEC, but it's not certain. Navi Vladi. Navi is not an option anymore for Vladi. So they kinda dropped out too. You know something about CBLOL? I just know that Lupination is an option for VKS, but I don't really follow CBLOL much. If you want CBLOL info, you should ask Shotana. Shotana knows CBLOL info. What about Humanoid? So Humanoid still has a chance to be in LEC. As a reminder, like he's quite high on my list. There's 3 places still in LEC. So I think Humanoid has a good shot at being in LEC. He has a good shot at being in LEC, Humanoid. Maybe I should put like a good chance color. Good chance. Good chance. I mean, if I had Humanoid has a good chance to be in LEC. You get me. You get me. Other players that would be there are Razor, Xeo, Isma, Linsas. Okay, I told you he's locked. Linsas is locked. Upset has a good chance. Oh! For the German fans and the Kedui fans into chat, I have news for Kedui tomorrow, but Kedui will not be in LEC. He has found another team, not in LEC unfortunately, but it will be interesting. Logic, I mean, Kedui was a rookie. He was a rookie. He did good. He did well for a rookie. He did well, but there's a lot of ADCs in Europe. That's the thing also. There's a lot of ADCs. Unforgiven is quite unlikely to. I mean, I can leave him. And then can I remove someone from Kaiser, Dika, Piero, Fleshy, Lospano? I'm happy with this list. Yeah, Niski is like. Niski is this color. And this guy also. I think those two have the same chances of being in LEC. Larson is unlikely. Larson will not be in LEC. Navi will have a new mid laner. Oman, no, because Oman has a verbal agreement with Galleons. It's true, he had a clause allowing him to explore LEC offers, but this clause has now expired. So Oman will not be in LEC. Only one place in jungle? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. It's only one place. Thank you. And Isma, it depends if he stays in Giant X or not. In top lane, are we correct? 8. Okay, top lane we have to see. But I will make a little change in my list. I think I will put this here and I will put this here. Wait, what the fuck did I do? I want to move this up. Says Bukada. Okay, now it's good. Sajek Bobby. Oh, I would say Bobby is more likely than Sajek. And I would say Humanoid is more likely than Sajek. And Korean mid is likelier. Korean mid is likelier for KC. And here, what does it look like? So I will put I will put Karzi here. I will put Flashy here. Karzi, I will put him in yellow. I will put Flashy in yellow too. Okay. This is kinda up to date now. I think this is accurate. I think that this is accurate. Do you guys see any other changes? One place for support. Yeah, if we count that Flashy is in. But I will leave two because there is still a small chance. You know, like, okay, to give you an explanation of how I'm doing this list is like, okay, if it's not Flashy, maybe Decap can promote. So because I have Decap on the list, I will keep Flashy. I will not consider Flashy as like if there was only one place left, I should remove Decap, basically. Kaiser has a small chance in LEC. He has a small chance in LCS. Piero has a small chance in LEC. He also has a small chance in LCS. There's one or two LCS teams who are looking at EU players. Actually, there is Mihile. He's also on the list of LCS teams. I think Mihile, guys, Mihile, be hyped for Mihile. You can be hyped for Mihile. Mihile, he will very likely be in LEC or LCS next year. He's a Korean top, but he played in the Turkish league with Misa Esports, and he had a fantastic year. So keep track of Mihile this offseason. Isma has interest in LCS if Giant X get Resork. Yukino has interest in LCS, so LEC is unlikely. Actually, Yukino is really unlikely in LEC. Upset news, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, not yet. Okay, I think my list is updated. I think that my list is updated. What about Closer? So Closer is an option for Team Heretics, but it's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. Why is upset complicated? Oh, when complicated, I mean, like, he still needs to resign. Or maybe how complicated was not the appropriate wording. But upset has a chance of resigning in Fnatic, but it's not 100%. It's not. It can depend on the other players that Fnatic get. Why would they drop Sheo for Closer? I think they will keep Sheo most likely. Any LCK news? Do I have LCK news? Do I have LCK news? Not really. I know that the thing I know is that some LPL teams are looking at good players from LCK. That, you know, the players that are good in LCK but will not be top 4. Some of them may go to LPL. That's one thing I know, because, and the way I know this is because there are LCS teams, there are LEC teams. They talk to players like Bulldog, like Zini, like those players, and or Honkyu even, and it's difficult to get them because they are being told, we are not really interested, we have offers in LCK and in LPL. So that's how I know. Probably we could see some of them move to LPL, but I don't really have much insight on LCK. I could try to have a bit more, but it's you know, there's the language barrier and everything.